What's up, guys? Welcome to the first of many RevFlow permissionless email reviews and redesigns. I'm Renee, and today we're going to look at a company called Loop and Tie. We're going to walk through in this review what the website is, what product they offer, who they might be targeting, and then we will jump into the email portion of kind of figuring out what their emails are like, how they might be able to be redesigned, and some of the best practices in email design, really captivating your audience, giving them direction, showing them, instilling that feel into them. Because when the customer opens an email, the last thing they want is something that just does not apply to them. They will probably opt out or sign out right away. So generally speaking, we do these email permissionless reviews and redesigns to help you guys out, to step up your email game, and to really tap that market and make sure that you're submitting and sending the best emails you possibly can. Okay? All right, so we'll start here. This is loopandtie.com. And if you're not familiar with Loop and Tie, it is a customer gifting platform. So they do basically gift cards with the option just to choose what the person wants. So if you're given a gift, you can just redeem it for what you want. It's basically like the best way to give a gift, and then you can kind of just pick and choose from what you see. We're going to start with just the site. So the site for right now has a very nice peach background, or maybe coral, I would call it. One very simple picture here you can see. There is a call to action. This is a CTA, something you'll hear me say very often. Where's the CTA? This logo is very simple, and the nav bar is, very simple. I even kind of like this sort of more elegant sans serif type they have right here. So everything on the home page looks good. My first big question though is it says engage your customers with the gift of choice, and then it has one image here. Like, I don't really see the correlation between these two, so we'll address that come time when we talk about the email. How it works, giving you a very simple, here are the steps involved. That's very nice. Trusted by some big brands. Visa and Salesforce are the ones that stand out to me. Engage at scale. Basically saying, there is a lot of customers that do this, and you can engage with these brands after receiving a gift through Loop and Tie gift choice platforms. So customers are likely to re-engage after given these gifts. Schedule a demo. There's another CTA here. Try gift giving now. So I'll say just try gift giving now. What I want to do is I just want to sign up for an email. And this looks like just the list of things. So a couple, oops, there we go. Already signed in, so we are going to have to go back. This I did see, there was an error on this page, so a little bit of I don't know, maybe systems errors in the background. But anywhere I found to send you a first gift in seconds, anywhere I found to put an email, it was either throwing me that error or it brought me to my dashboard. And actually, I should be logging out of this. Let's do account settings. Well, we'll keep that on there for now. So the email that I did get was a demo email, and the demo email looked like this. Now, just a guess that this is just the this is time for a demonstration. You can go choose your gift, so it takes you to, this is the gift giving demo. You can go choose a one of these gifts, and this is very similar. I'm going to assume to what customers would see once, or to once the giftee would see once they get here. So kind of nice, and some of these are kind of fun actually, but a very clean layout nonetheless. I'm trying to look for, you know, this is sort of encompassing everything. There is some nice subtle branding here, which makes it like a little bit just familiar that you're still on the site. Mask. And you can choose different categories up here. So you can do favorites, living, wellness, tech, all of this stuff. So let's go ahead and just do travel and tech. Here are some other things you can buy with your gift card, or redeem rather. And they're okay, right? This image is okay. It's clean, but maybe it's too clean. Wireless charger picture frame. There's a bottle. All right, so the demo email that they sent was not exactly thrilling to me. You know, it's one way of saying here, go to the site, but it doesn't really captivate me and doesn't give any feel. And reviewing this a little earlier, we did find that they don't really have there's no incentive, right? There's no real incentive for me to try this company, for me to gift the gift of choice. There's not a strong, push to say, hey, 10% off or 15% off your first gift that you give. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create the lead conversion, part of the lead conversion series. So as we found out earlier in kind of reviewing the site, there is no email, so we're going to go ahead and walk you through how to do something like that. Right now, again, I only have this, and here's another one that looks exactly like it. So we have two of these guys. And usually how we do this in the email redesign world is I'll usually just take a screenshot of this and we'll redesign the email. So I'm going to go ahead and do that exact same thing. Just take a screenshot of this. We'll jump into Photoshop in a little bit, one of my ultimate favorite programs. And we're going to really start tapping into, the ideal customer that would arrive here that is going to give a gift for someone, okay? And if their whole claim to fame is giving the gift of choice, the first thing I want to do is make sure that this person knows the person they're gifting this to has a choice of a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. And now, while this camera is okay, or, it is clean, simple, it's a nice, sort of nice, fun photo, there is a tactile part of this image, right? Someone's hand is actually touching the camera, which is sort of the design, I guess, the design tactic that Apple had always used. When you see that whole hand holding the iPhone or the AirPods or whatever, it's almost as if you want to do that as well. So that's a little tactile design tactic, I guess. Tactile design play. So let's go ahead and take this screenshot and jump into Photoshop. And we're basically going to create the part of the lead conversion series or welcome series, and we're going to say 10% off, right? We want to give them an incentive of 10% off. So we'll keep that in mind as we start to redesign this email. And we're going to leave all of these things here just so you can kind of see it. And I also know, I'm in the corner, so this will give you a good, basically a good idea of how we're going to be putting this together. So let's see, I think the first thing I will do is just going to create all of these will be just slightly different, but I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take just this part of their email, create a little window or border for myself just so we know that this is staying in the same parameters. Emails can be set up differently, with different sizes and whatnot, but this would be good for me to redesign within. Kind of keep me in in a creative box so I just don't go crazy. Let's see. All right, that looks like a good start, and we're gonna go to the website and just start grabbing some things. So right here, this is their logo, and I see this sort of peach background is something that they know as a part of their brand, or someone might know as a part of their brand. I think their colors are fine. Their CTAs are big and bold and black. I think that's great. So we're gonna really put an emphasis on the brand matched part of this email, is because if I sign up for Loop and Tie, having visited this website, I don't want to open an email that looks, like, well, like this. This barely, aside from the logo, it doesn't really say this is the website you were at. So maybe this image, or maybe a different image, but I want to make sure that they know they're at the same place. We'll also go through and see like what font this is and try to keep things a little similar. And let's see what font this is. Playfair Display. For these redesigns, sometimes what I might do is even just put in here my welcome to the site. Save 10%. And then if you click off of here, it'll change it with the same exact font. So that's always nice. Little side trick just for quick redesigns. So we'll go ahead and just kind of figure out some simple wording. I do like engage your customers with the gift of choice. Let's see. Well, let's just see some. Give the gift of choice. Not the best creative wording here, but that's not the point of these email redesigns, just to see. Give the gift of choice. $10% off regular price. Oh, maybe 10% off now. 10% off through May. I don't know. So something like that. And we can always change this too. We can, figure out all of these things that we want to do. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just start with a screenshot of this. Okay, we'll go ahead and take this into Photoshop, into our parameters that we decided. And I think a lot of emails are centered. So this, I'm going to go ahead and stick with their left aligned strategy. What I want to do is I want to make sure that these people, whoever and however they're finding this email again, is that they know and or they're familiar with what this site was, and that they didn't just receive a very strange website email, right? You don't want anyone thinking these emails are spam. Not a good practice. to step up your email. Okay. So already, bam, the color is there, and that's starting to look like, oh yeah, I was at this site. I was trying to get a gift for my coworker. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep the logo real simple and this call out right here just like that. I don't even really want to change it. I think it's fine. This little descriptor is fine, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and grab that CTA. Let's see where that's at on the website. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, send a gift. And then let's just go ahead and instead of send a gift, let's call this redeem now, maybe. Redeem now. Okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and take it. Now is a fun choice, right? So now we have a choice to figure out how to really convey this message and feeling within the image. And it seems simple, it seems kind of silly too, but this is the image that the person is going to see, and we have to convince them that they should do it. This is worth it. They should do it. So I, myself, in this redesign, I'm going to emphasize this whole gift of choice, right? I think the customer is going to need to see a lot of choices, or at least a fun amount of choices. Not overwhelming, but at least that they know, or someone knows that they have a choice here. So let's go ahead and shrink this up just a little bit. A very good and common practice for emails is to have the CTA right here above the fold. So when they see this email, maybe even not this big of a browser, but right here is something we call the fold, maybe a little more down. But anyhow, this fold it's somewhat unlikely, not highly, but somewhat unlikely they'll keep scrolling, right? Unless your email is that engaging and like, wow, this is a great email. It's hard to assume that they're going to keep scrolling. So what you want to say, you better be placing right in the hot spot. Just call this the hot spot. This is where you want to showcase really say what you want to say. So we'll start there. And let's go ahead and give that some color. Filling in some things right now, so we have plenty to work with. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like this accident of a cutout here. But we'll make sure we stay on these parameters. All right, so some of the other colors that they're using are, I see like a light gray, and let's see, light gray. Let me get off of this part, and white. So this also could be in their email, probably not as detailed, but just so that they know what the very simple steps are. And something like this could very well be a part of the email. So we'll go back and let's see. So give the gift of choice 10% off through May. Let's go pick out some products. And let's also put a little bit more coral on here. Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. This looks like a site I've been to. And I get 10% off for my first gift. This is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back to Lupin Tie. I want to see what they offer. I think I had it up on. Okay, so here are some things that they offer: herbal bath soap, Apple Watch sports strap, some kind of neat things. I thought this was pretty cool. This camera. This person touching it, looks a little small though, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one. see if I can just drag this into Photoshop. Yep. Okay. Not really sure if this will mask out right, but that's not bad. And a really kind of cool trick, I guess, for email is like if you actually had a border here, oops, oh, where's my straight line one? If you actually had the email border here, or something like that, you can include, this is like a little designer tip, but you can include the image protruding out of the side. So that's how we're going to design it, okay? So when I go to save these images and export for the email build, I'm going to export with just this little break right here, and that's going to give it some real nice eye-catching ability, or eye-catching strength, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. Let's go ahead and see. I just want to like start browsing. That happened to be very nice, but I want to browse some cool stuff. Like, what is something cool? Balloon dog tape dispenser. Okay, that might be a really small image. Oh no, it's not. Let's see if this will be here. Okay. Ah, it came through okay. Let's see if this masks out. Except the tape doesn't mask out. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can. Maybe, I'm not too certain. I think that might look pretty, yeah, it's gonna look a little weird in the back here. Yeah. Let's, maybe like something like this would be okay. I'm just not sure if they'll know it's a dog. So let's just keep trying to find some things. I would like something over here, maybe a little longer, and then something off of this side. Let me take that out for right now. Laser, red slicing. Oh, LED. Oh, that's kind of neat. These are sort of, oh, I can't think of that magazine. These are sort of those, that cool magazine that you used to get near Christmas with just cool stuff in it. That thing. A desk organizer, a plant hanger. That's kind of cool. That's something that I feel like people would pick or choose. Let's see what this looks like in there. Might look nice on the pink, who knows. Okay. Let's see if we can just... That's okay. That's feels kind of fun. We will, however, cut this off here. So that exact, there's my exact point. And we'll mask that out there. Okay. You can tell I give the gift of choice. So we're going to need at least 3 more choices. I feel like a good choice is 3 to 5. You want to be able to pick out some cool things. These are kind of neat. Geometric flower base. Please. Ooh. Book bag or bags. Probably pretty neat. Also really easy to cut out in this photo. So let's go ahead and throw that there. Let's cut this out. Oh. I mean all of it out. And if we were doing this design even better, not just fast for the sake of showing you, but we'd go in there and kind of really clean up some of that, make it look real and blended and everything. Maybe we'll give it some. Not sure if that looks a little overwhelming. This just looks so good right there, I almost don't want to move it. Maybe we'll shrink it just a little bit. Still have it break up the edge. Okay, so we'll go back. Just pick out a couple more cool things. Ooh, an AirSnap Pro. A snap container for your AirPods. There's too many little arrows on there, I don't want it. A book arc. A pruner. Just gonna look a little strange. Airfly Pro. This water bottle is nice. Thinking about my design, and I think that will fit in there. Let's just go ahead and see. Okay. And got that out of there too. Getting some. Okay. Trying to figure out where this belongs. It is a nice water bottle. I'm not really sure if these sizes are. This is a little, probably not the right size to be putting there. You know, this is probably the bigger thing. Cleaning up some of the masking for a second. And all of these actually should be doing. Nope. Let's see what this one looks like in the back. basically what I want to do is just make sure that the person knows, like I've been saying, that there are choices of what to gift. So I do like this kind of extruding, jumping out of the frame. That's kind of nice. Since everything else is kind of angled, we'll go ahead and angle that. And, you know, maybe one more on the side here. Sure, clean up all these guys. Oops. I'm just cleaning up my mask so there's no of those white lines. I do think putting like, you know, the corporation's thing down here or what next would be in the email so that they know. Maybe some room right here. Let's go see if we can find one more cool thing. I don't want to make it overwhelming, but I do want to make sure that they know that there's a choice. If you're gifting the gift of choice, you should explain it. There's another sling pack. Hoop earrings might be a fun choice. Socks. Bamboo sunglasses. Those are kind of nice. I'll choose these. Photoshop. Everyone likes an email with sunglasses in it. Just kidding. Let's actually do this. Erase this one. Going to apply this. Okay. There's a little bit of design direction for you. It's looking at the main headline. Let's see if this looks goofy. Oops. Putting that on there. Nope. Sorry, guys. Not bad. It's a little busy. Adventure. We need that. That's not bad. Maybe this gets up here a little bit. Yeah. I think things are we're starting to get a little too close to that CTA for me, for my own personal taste. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that this is something like we're getting somewhere with the header, and we could, you know, move those around all day. Oops. Make them perfect. But the idea is choice, right? And Loop and Tie, we saw a brief of the website, and it does. It has a lot of different choices, a lot of different sub categories here. So if we go back, not to the dashboard, back to the site. Here we go. Trusted by brands like, you know, I think that this is fine to put in there. So we'll go ahead and use that. just so whoever's ordering knows that this is a trusted site. We're gonna shift some things around big time. Move this around. Okay. We'll do, actually we'll just make these letters. Basically just going to reformat this. And we do want them to be able to see this on mobile. Maybe they don't need these buttons in that direction. Okay. We'll choose this color. We'll do a little bounding box. There we go. Oops. And we're already starting to get a much better display or feel of what they do. So a couple things for and this is, you know, we'll stop here. There could be plenty of other things below the fold, different promos, different offers, you know, different, hey, look at this. Oops. Make sure I just stretch it. Hey, look at this new product we have, or here's the offer in different wording. But essentially what we want to do with this is engage the customer, right? They want to know where they've been. They want to have some incentive, like for example, this 10% off right here. And they also want to feel like they have been to this site before. So the brand matched part is a really big part of all of this. It's very reassuring to someone when they see this versus when they see this. You know, there's just this kind of sketched gift, which did not really tell me or show me any of those items that I saw, or items that I could choose from, right? Having that sort of 3D element kind of pop out of here, it is a little bit more enticing, right? It gives it just a little bit more fun, and makes you feel like that brand had a face instead of just a very templated, you know, whether this is MailChimp or Klaviyo or whatever email service provider this is. So let's go ahead and just do a very quick comparison, or recap rather. We'll recap it. And here is the after. Looks like this, and I will drag in the before. Oops. open tab. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and drag in number 4. And just to give a little side-by-side comparison of what we do and really amping up that experience, amping up that customer experience, giving them some more clear direction or just a nicer feel. You know, when you open this email, it's hard because if this feels like a chore or a job or, you know, go choose your gift, not really an incentive, it's a lot easier to say, oh, it's 10% off. There's a sort of a, I guess, like a timestamp on this, so I should do it now before I forget. And that could even easily be the CTA. So do it now before you forget. Other things, I think colors are always a big one. Obviously, displaying the product and more to an email. Obviously, the company can decide what else they want in that email. If they want to say, you know, sign up this week and you can get your account for free or 10% off for the whole month or whatever else that incentive is. But it really does, it gives it the very direction specific way of designing. So for today, that is your email, permissionless email review and redesign. And hope to see you next time. Talk to you soon.